Minasan, konnichiwa, Rena desu. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, whatever it is you celebrate. If it's your first time here, welcome. I make videos about my life in Israel, my journey of hopefully moving alone to Japan, and everything in between. I'm especially interested in learning about sustainability lately and apparently addicted to time lapses. That's all the decorations. Is this too much? So I just pulled this out of the bag and I realized this might not have been the brightest thing I've done lately. Can you see all the glitter on my bed? If I look back 4 to 5 years ago, Christmas spirit was basically non-existent in Israel. Sure, some people decorated their homes and celebrated privately. There are also cities like Jerusalem or Haifa where the celebration was always more public and festive, due to the more dominant Christian population in them. However, most of the population being Jewish, Christmas-themed parties, street decorations, or even stores that carried holiday-themed merchandise were a rare sight. Fast forward to 2021, more and more businesses are starting to realize they are missing a huge opportunity. I can't say that it's labeled Christmas, and it definitely has almost nothing to do with religion, but right after Hanukkah, the Jewish holiday in the beginning of December, a festive atmosphere begins to emerge. Our home is probably not a typical example, though. Personally, as part of a family that came from what used to be the Soviet Union, I have always celebrated this time of year with a tree, presents, and a lot of decorations. However, it was always under the label of Novy God, which means New Year in Russian. It always felt more like a tradition than anything else and is celebrated on the night of the 31st with a big festive family dinner and maybe a party with some friends right after to welcome the new year properly when the clock strikes midnight. Today we're gonna talk about shoes. Is this too distracting? Hope not. When it comes to shoes, I have my favorites that I keep wearing again and again until inevitably they get worn out. And sooner rather than later, that means they have to be fixed. I try not to buy new shoes if my current ones can still be fixed, although it wasn't always like that. Shoes had a special place in my heart growing up, especially heels. I was a ballroom dancer. That had a big part in that. At some point, I just ran out of storage space, which is probably the reason I stopped accumulating new pairs. As much as I love heels, finding excuses to wear them in my busy everyday life with a lot of walking and just not enough special occasions was not an easy task. Last month, I suddenly had quite a lot of weddings to attend, and immediately I thought like, oh my god, that's awesome. I can finally make use of all the heels that I've been refusing to throw out all these years. Little did I know that I will see firsthand the meaning of the consumerism culture on a product's lifespan. The moment I put on the heels, you've guessed it, they fell apart. Now, I did try to fix one pair of blue, beautiful heels that I really love, but after checking the rest of my shoes, only 2 other pairs were worth trying to fix. In my household, we've always had the mentality of trying to fix things that don't work instead of buying new ones. Which is why for the longest time I've kept gluing these sneakers back together until eventually I just had to do it after every single time I've worn them, which is when I gave in and decided to buy a new pair of sneakers. They kept tearing like here. Yeah, they're basically gone. I've had these 2 pairs of boots for the longest time, for years, and their quality is so much better than all my other heels. These are definitely worth fixing, so this is what I'm gonna do today. These ones just like the heel is coming off, so I decided to let somebody better than me do the job of gluing it back together. These beautiful boots, I just need the zipper changed because it's not working properly. So yeah, that's our mission today. Now, except for the shoes I decided to get fixed, the rest of the broken shoes I'm actually gonna get rid of. I added to that the shoes that I haven't worn in the past few years and don't see myself wearing ever again. And I still have quite a lot of pairs left, to be honest. Now, what do you do with old shoes? Actually, the answer is pretty simple, the same you do with your old clothes. At least that's the way it is in Israel. In Israel, we have a bin for everything textile, old clothes, bags, shoes, bedding. I actually talked about it in my video about recycling old clothes. So these 9 pairs of shoes are going to the textile recycle bin. Okay, so I got my shoes in a bag and I'm ready to go. Almost forgot to take this off. Hey guys, so it's actually a completely different day. I just wanted to talk about a few more things that I'm going to get rid of. By the way, the shoemaker said it's going to take about a week to fix the shoes, and it ended up costing me 120 shekels, which is basically $40 or so. He's gonna glue back the heel and paint the shoes. And of course, he's gonna replace the zipper on both boots. So the first thing is this book. It's called The Innocent by Harlan Coben. It's a mystery book and it was really good. The second book is this book, which is Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. This was my second time reading this book, and I just, for the life of me, could not remember the ending, and I was so on the edge and really wanted everything to work out. The ending, it was so satisfying. I loved this book the first time too, and I'm so happy to be able to reread it now. And I can't wait to read it again next time in English though. So other than the books, we have just a few more miscellaneous things. We have a cleanser, a lip balm, some batteries, and this bike light thing, which I have no idea what's the name of. That is it. That puts us at 200 things. What a great way to finish this year. Until this point, since starting my YouTube, I got rid of 200 things, 200 possessions of my life, small or big, and this is just a beginning. I still have a long way to go, and I'm excited about every minute of it. Stick around if you want to encourage me to keep doing this, and I will see you next time. Bye! Is this too much? Nah.